the ANC's preparations for its annual January 8 statement and birthday celebrations in the Northwest are in full swing. Newzroom Afrika's Juniour Khumalo is live for us in the Northwest province this evening. Juniour, good evening to you. I was just wondering, thinking about this, that Brown Mokhotsi comes from the Northwest province, and I know the ANC would rather not talk about the likes of Brown Mokhotsi, but it is a fact that he has been a member of the ANC and holding these birthday celebrations essentially in Brown Mokhotsi's neck of the woods. Does it worry the party that this could have it tainted again?
That is definitely a name that the ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula would not want to hear, Xoli. But indeed, you're right. Brown Mokhotsi is from the Northwest, and he made a lot of allegations against the Secretary General as well as the ANC itself. We did hear the SG Secretary General Fikile Mbalula speaking to the community members here and just speaking about those allegations that have been coming out at the Madlanga Commission, saying that gone are the days where the ANC especially supports some of those accused leaders. This time around, the ANC, in its renewal process, is asking some of those leaders to step aside until those allegations are fully ventilated. Let me just bring in the SG of the ANC, Mr. Fikile Mbalula. Thank you so much, sir, for the time that you've given us. My colleague Xoli there just reminding me that Brown Mokhotsi is from this province and he has made a lot of allegations, but we did hear you speaking about the renewal process that the ANC is undergoing. Do you think it's going to be enough to convince the people from this area to vote for the ANC, especially going into the local government elections that are coming up later this year?
Thank you very much. Renewal is about action. And what we are saying here today is that there are specific issues that the community have raised. And we are going to resolve those issues in terms of the ANC renewal process and action plan. People vote for what they see, and they vote for a leadership that is honorable. So what the people of Umnagato have raised with us is that they've got a problem of water, and then they also have a problem of stances, yes, there are places that remain unoccupied, RDP challenges, and of course the general problem with NSFAS and all of that. Those are the things that the community have raised. So we have committed that I will be back here in a month's time. As of tomorrow and today, we have downloaded all of those issues to our data of problems that the community have raised here with us. So that's what people want. They don't want to be raising one and the same issue for 20 years and you do nothing about it. So renewal is about action, and all of those issues that they've resolved, I'll be here together with the provincial secretary, the mayor, and our councillor, who's Mr. Action. He's known here in the community, he's very active here and all of that. We will be back here and giving a response to the issues that the community have actually raised. And that is what people will be voting for. And that's what we do when we say we renew ourselves also to ensuring our people that the things that they raise and all of that, we walk the talk.
One other thing that has seemingly distracted the ANC from these celebrations, the January 8 celebrations, is that issue of the invasion of Venezuela. We did finally hear the ANC taking a stance on this matter, saying this is an imperialism aggression from the ANC. Has this distracted you from the January 8 celebrations? Are you not supposed to just be doing door-to-doors with the community? How much of a distraction has this been?
No, it can't be a distraction. It's part and parcel of the make of the body politic in the world, that those who've got power and dominance are simply doing what they do, which is imperialist aggression. It's part and parcel of our DNA as a party, that we are confronted with this particular challenge in Venezuela as we go to the celebration. And what do we say about it? And we are pledging solidarity with the people of Venezuela in this dark hour. And therefore, we are making our stance very clear that what has happened there, we define it as imperialist aggression by the superpower called the United States of America, led by Donald Trump. And that is what we have expressed as a party, joining other progressive states and parties in the world in solidarity with the people of Venezuela. It's definitely not a distraction. ANC celebration is about renewal, continuation of fighting for freedom, but making freedom work for our people. And at the same time, this celebration is about what economically need to work for the people of South Africa, creation of jobs. And what will the president say in terms of the marching orders to the ANC membership? What is expected of us this year to do and work for the communities? So we are here not just to listen to people, but to act. So it's not just a normal door-to-door that we used to do, you know, and fill up the spreadsheet and all of that. It's about action. I didn't come here and tell this community here that, oh, we heard you, and then it ends there. I have said, and this is the mandate of all our deployees, starting with the president, I've heard you. When I leave here, I've already deposited in the data bank of the ANC in terms of the local government action plan, that these are the issues in Munagato that need to be resolved. This program started at Tsitsing, and then we went to Tlatsing, and now we are here in Munagato. More or less one and the same challenge. So we need to sit, analyze, and come back to the communities to say that we have heard you at the time when we're celebrating, and therefore it is important to do the following. But over and above that, we need to strengthen the ANC as a party. Most of the areas I've gone to around here, ANC branches are non-existent. And again, we are intervening to ensure that branch task teams are created, because party of the ANC being strong will lead to a strong governance structure in the different areas.
Just earlier on, lastly, earlier on you did speak about the fact that you are not going to be engaging imperialists. Is this a stance of the ANC, or is this the stance that government has taken on the Venezuela and US matter?
America, we have said that in the conference resolution, is guided by the Wolfowitz model, which is an undergirds of the American policy in terms of how they view countries and how they intervene. Their national security strategy remains the same. You can have the Democrats, you can have the Republicans, they just differ in the tempo, but it remains the same, aggression and aggression. So how do you negotiate with people who've got an ideology that says to them, conquer other states and run them like as if they are your sub-state? How does a Secretary of State and his president come up with a determination that they are going to take resources of another nation and redistribute them by force and by aggression, by coercion, by even kidnapping a sitting president of that country? And they make it blunt, not manga beat around the bush, straight to everybody to know. We have attacked Venezuela because we want that oil. And it is a clash. Venezuela is used as a collateral damage. The attack is on China, because China has got an agreement with Venezuela in terms of oil. And then America, and that is why Donald Trump says that most of American firms, Chevron and all of them, were moved out of Venezuela. And therefore, that broke the back of the camel. They decided that the only solution to this problem is to go for the jugular. They prepared for war. They went with everything to Venezuela, and including getting the president, even if he goes to the bunker, because that government has got to be changed as a regime and impose their own puppets that will enable them to have access over that particular oil. So they did not disguise it this time around with weapons of mass destruction. They tried with narcotics, terrorism, and all of that. But the real thing has been made public. And then they tell the whole world that they don't care about the United Nations. They tell the whole world, who maintains the international law? America is the world policeman. They can attack Nigeria. They can attack South Africa. Nobody is safe from unipolar state like the United States of America. You talk about militarism. They are powerful. They are strong. They can take off from Botswana and finish this country in a minute. But what is guiding us is the fact that we will not cower to imperialism, and at the same time, we will defend our sovereignty. We've got to take our people along because some of them are lost and vulnerable. And they think that all of these things that are actually happening can be prevented somehow. They cannot be prevented. We were attacked, isolated by the United States for doing nothing. That's it. For pushing transformation agenda. We kept on saying, we don't have a genocide. We don't have a genocide. And people say, no, South Africa is hypocritical. What did they do in Russia? We went to Russia. We did not take a side. And were attacked by everybody and by others. Our president was on a train for 10 hours to speak to Zelensky and spoke to Putin and brought Zelensky here and pursuing the idea of peace between Russia and Ukraine. So we have never lost our voice when it comes to pursuing justice, but we have respected sovereignty of other countries.
Thank you so much. That is the Secretary General of the ANC, Fikile Mbalula, there, saying that we will not cower to imperialism, Xoli, taking a very strong stance that has been communicated earlier today by the ANC, saying that what happened when the U.S. invaded Venezuela basically was the U.S. disregarding the sovereignty of Venezuela. This is something that has been happening, of course, on the sidelines of the ANC celebrating its 114th birthday that they are going to be turning on Thursday.